So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position. An ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camps for ransom. The microphone phantom, teams hit the floor, it's the new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you missing the point. We dominate your conference with offense that's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle men through fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with 4 shiners. The raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc., and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. You ain't advancing up the process, potential phonetical concepts or objects are foreign, like block tests, fonts and text are complex, regardless of your finesse or your business. It's the condition of business, your lane vision of an underground physical image underneath to undermine your whole typical image with the precision of percentages and the collision of sentences. Poetry, beats and mics, we untouchable like righteous sluts with no crevices. Streets unite, we rock brighter with dumber beats. Your cats couldn't come this hot and urged off in the summer heat. Forget 2 takes, kill your birds the first time. Your best ain't worthy of my filler or worse rhymes. I'm better than nice. Check the veteran stripes, leave you beside yourself with fear. I'll kill you, bury you twice, despite the cover of night. Tracking your flight like guerrilla warfare, where the grass is dense. Approaching me's a quick way to get referred to in the past tense. Dead that. When the light, the mic is on, the crowd is dead like an intermission when you on a tight Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. I got my grub on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight, and everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she can fuck all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week fucked around and got a triple-double. Freaking niggas every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day. To the pad and hit the showers. Didn't even get no static from the cowards. Cause just yesterday, them
dudes tried to blast me. Saw the police and they rolled right past me. No flexing, didn't even look in a nigga's direction as I ran the intersection. Went to Show Dog's house, they was watching Yo on TV raps. What's the haps on the craps? Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em. Roll 'em in a circle of niggas and watch me break 'em with the 7-11, 7-11, 7 even backdoor Little Joe. I picked up the cash flow. Then we played those, and I'm yelling domino. Plus nobody I know got killed in South Central LA. Today was a good day. Left my nigga's house paid. Picked up a girl, been trying to fuck since the 12th grade. It's ironic. I had the boo, she had the chronic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics. I felt on the big fat fanny, pulled out the jammy and killed the poop nanny. And my dick runs deep, so deep, put her ass to sleep.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. This is the Sports Cave. Your co-host Robbie, my co-host here, Zachary Roden. Dude, you thanks. I thought we could have taken
everybody.
Time.
Cheers and welcome to another episode here. Robbie, I'm going to lose my goddamn marbles on Twitter right now.
Why?
Well, it's kind of my fault. I've tried to share our pod twice now to the lovely people on Twitter here. See if we can get us a few more views. I'm seeing no one in the comments section asking to come on and discuss things right now. So,
you know, it had me thinking too. That had to have been his burner account.
I would think so.
Burner account, because how does it quickly go from I guess nobody wants to talk to like insane, quick, judgmental comments
to the guy being just a pure loser?
And he set you off your edge, and you made a mistake.
We're not going to get into it. We are not going to get into it, Robbie. But
you could apologize.
No, I'm not going to apologize.
Oh my God! Wow. Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I guess we have no idea what we're talking about. Anyways, Zachary, I'm officially old. I am now 30 years of age.
Geezer, 30 years old. Yeah. Well, Robbie, I guess first before we get into some sports here, on a scale of 1 to 10, how shit-faced did you get Saturday?
Honestly, dude, I tried so hard. The amount of carbs that I ate with the food that we had, I had lasagna, roast potatoes, pernil, rice and beans, green beans. I think I said lasagna. Just about anything that was there, I ate. And with the amount of food that I had, I wasn't able to really get that drunk. I had like 10 beers, shotgun, I think 2 of them. And then I had some shots. It was Joey got me a nice bottle of some Gentleman Jack Daniels, extra smooth and distilled. It was actually, and I hate Jack Daniels, but that smooth distilled is pretty damn good. That was a good choice by Joey, especially when it's iced. And then I had some green tea shots and some Hennessy, and I hate Hennessy, but like someone poured it out. They said, "Here you go," and you know you're gonna do what they give you.
Oh, yeah, you got to give it a shot. And I am listening right now, Robbie, but I also am trying to fire off a tweet here to get us maybe another view or two, you know?
Respect that. So it was a good birthday. I'm trying to think what I got. You know, some people sent me some money. My mom got me a nice mug, which is at her house of me swinging my softball.
I was going to say those socks were a birthday gift.
Those socks are nice. I got to fold them. They're in my hamper over here. My cousin Travis got me, he went to a Yankees game and they were doing a giveaway for a Yankees Aaron Judge bobblehead. And he told me, he said, before you open your first drink, you have to open this present. So I opened the present and there it is. And you know what? The Yankees are 2-0 since, so it's sitting in that box until further notice.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
An Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead.
Oh.
I also treated myself, Zachary. I got some new Nike 270s Air Maxes. Very nice, very comfortable. I don't know if you ever got a pair. And looking at them, it kind of reminds me of like the San Diego Padres color scheme. Should I show you? I'm going to show you.
I was gonna say I feel like you're going to regardless. So yeah, you know what? Let's get her. Let's see these puppies.
Nice little sun here.
Oh, those are very nice.
They're very comfortable, and they advertise.
San Diego Padres, though. I don't get that color scheme.
Well, what color scheme are they? Is this? Oh, Miami Vice, man. I don't know.
They don't have green in them, do they? Is that green in the back?
Yeah, this is like green right here. You got like the pinkish red here, and then you got the black.
Huh.
No, my mother got me another pair of Crocs too, so the Croc collection is going up. Even though I really don't collect Crocs like that, I just wear normally the same pair of Crocs forever.
How many pairs do you have to now?
2 now.
No,
I had 3, but they were so dirty. I was like, I'm just gonna throw these away.
Well, I remember when I was growing up, not really growing up. I guess when we were like probably 16. My best buddy Mike, he worked at Crocs.
Oh,
so I probably had
multitude of pairs,
7 to 9 pairs, I'd say.
Yeah. And then while I was out looking for an outfit for the birthday, I came across something that was $6.99. Our Yukon Huskies NCAA National Championship hats. And it is the national champion hat. $6.99.
I mean, that's a pretty good little bargain price right there. And
tremendous. I see you finally got the tweet off. Well done.
Yes, thank God. And if you see, folks, if you're reading the title here or listening to it on Spotify, maybe not reading it, but listening to it, NCAA football is back this weekend.
I got to make a sign for that.
Yeah, I believe it's going. I believe they call this week 0, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to get into that in a little bit here, folks. We're going to go over some NFL here first. Yeah, like what we see Bob writing in the comment section here. Week 0 is here, and my God, am I so excited for some college football.
Why is that?
I just love college football. You know what I love about college football, Robbie?
What's that?
It's on a fucking Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I love the NFL, don't get me wrong. But when you have a group of your buddies together and you got a case of beer in front of you and it's noon on a Saturday and you just get to sit there and just crush beer and crush more beer. Watch some football, and then guess what? You're going to crush some more beer. And then you're going to end the day just crushing beer and watching football. We love when Ohio State loses. Didn't really do too much of that, though, last year, did they, Bob? Because they got themselves some hardware, my friend. They got themselves some hardware. But, Rob, what do you say we dive into some NFL here? How you feeling about that?
I feel like I want to get sued.
Fuck, that's cold. All right.
You didn't tell him to sue us this time.
I said it right at the end there. Right at the end there.
No, I hate to tell you. We did not hear it.
Oh, shit. Sue us, motherfuckers. That's what I said. Something along those lines.
Okay. Very
good.
But
Robbie.
Zachary.
We, I believe today is the NFC South.
It is. And I'm glad you said that because I need to get my pen and paper. But should we go through all the news before we get into that?
Yes. We are going to go through the news before, but I just want to make sure.
My room is such a mess, dude. Oh, my God. I took a half a day for this Friday because I was going to go to Morgan Wallen, but the ticket prices between that and Chris Brown this weekend are completely outrageous. So I think I'll take this half day Friday to really clean the shit out of my room.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen. I mean, I'm not a big country guy myself, so I personally would never in my life spend money like that to see him. But they're going for. We have a stage here in Toronto called the Budweiser stage. It's like an outdoor auditorium type thing. But like, there's a lawn section, and that's where anytime I go to a concert, we always buy tickets on the lawn, and there's no seats. You just stand there, and it's like where all the party people go.
Yes.
I think the lawns for his are like, or it's actually when he came, they were like $400 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's coming back now to Scotiabank Arena, or maybe Rogers Center, one of the two.
Probably Rogers Center.
Yeah.
He's doing all the big stadiums.
And it's fucking nuts how much these tickets are costing. So that
Yeah,
guy is making a fortune.
Well, I mean, with also the controversy and like how like most of the stuff they're trying to pin against him has actually been working in his favor. Like he was on Saturday Night Live, and they were having conversations about like behaving Jesus and all that, and he stepped off the stage, and a lot of people had his back on that. So, and it's things like that, you get more popular, and it's just going to raise the ticket prices.
Sorry, he's throwing a pouch in, Robbie. I couldn't get the fucking lid off with one hand.
You're really trying to get rid of this whole nicotine edition, huh?
Well, these are nicotines.
Oh, they are nicotine. Oh, that's
yeah.
nice. Oh, you're doing really good, bud. Really good.
Just get rid of the smoking aspect of it.
Absolute moron. Zachary, I mean, there's a ton of different routes that we can go into the football notes here, but I think we should start something very near and dear to you.
Well, I believe I know where he's going with this one here, folks. And my Cleveland Browns have selected their starter for week 1. And with no surprise, it's Mr. Joe Flacco, Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco, manning the Cleveland Browns as a quarterback going into week 1. That fucking thing is burning. Robbie, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't change my idea because, I mean, or my idea of what record we're going to have. I think, like I said, at absolute best, they could win 4 games. But that's that's if the stars align, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we all assumed Joe Flacco was going to be the starter for Browns week 1. Now it's pen to paper. I believe the depth chart went as Kenny Pickett will be the backup, Dylan Gabriel 3rd string, and Shador as the 4th string. I mean, to me, if you're just looking at the preseason games, albeit very small sample size,
mm-hmm.
I think Shador looked a lot better than Dylan Gabriel. But I'm sure time will tell, and we'll see which route they go. There's a lot of speculation going on that they're going to trade one of these two I guess one of the 3 between Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shador.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. And I see Bob writing, you still need to sign Judkins. I think, from what I was reading, the Browns are probably going to try to wait until the NFL completes an investigation into this before they sign him to a contract. So who the fuck knows when that means we're going to get him? I mean, it's just a disaster all around. But they did bring in Isaiah Bond, who I believe where did he go? Texas?
I believe so. Yes.
Went to Texas or one of the other high-profile schools in NCAA. Was projected to be a 3rd-round pick, but you know. Like our quarterback, Deshaun Watson, he had some sexual assault allegations. So every team passed on him in the draft. Nobody wanted to pick him. I guess he got cleared of these allegations, or deemed that he didn't do what he was being accused of. Either way, he's not getting charged with anything. And the Browns locked him right back up. We locked him up right away. So. I mean, projected 3rd-round pick. I mean, obviously this guy's got some skill and some talent. The Browns receiving group right now looks like a fucking men's league receiving corps. So we'll see. I mean, maybe this Bond guy's gonna be catching a lot of balls from Mr. Joe Flacco next year, Robbie.
I mean, Joe Flacco. I think this was the route that we all knew was going to happen. Correct.
Yeah.
There was no questions asked about it. Shador and Dylan Gabriel. I don't think like one or the other is going to get cut. I think this is going to be, and Kevin Stefanski is a very smart and one of the best NFL head coaches. This is the reason why he won Coach of the Year. This guy will, I think, evidently one of the two will be the foreseeable quarterback for the future for the Cleveland Browns. It all depends on Deshaun Watson. And number 1, how many years he has left on his contract, and number 2, is he ever going to get back to somewhat of the form that we've seen with Houston? Because it's been nothing. Actually, I'll lie. Before he had the shoulders injury, I think it was 2 years ago, he actually started looking like he was starting to turn the corner. And then this injury came from out of nowhere, and unfortunately, he hasn't been the same since. So
and he'll never be.
Yeah,
We
it's
will
not.
never see him return to a form like that.
It's not looking like it's going to happen. But I mean, Flacco, what was he, 4-1, I believe,
He played great for us.
for your starting season. And although he really failed big time in the playoffs, I mean, whoever thought
I
that
don't
Cleveland
think
was going to make the playoffs that year?
Yeah, I think he was I think he was the 5th quarterback that started for us that season. So
Yeah, because you had him, DTR, Watson, and then the other two. It's like, who the fuck was it?
I don't even know who the fucking other two were.
But it's like we said. I mean, 4 games maybe is possible for Cleveland. And I was sitting there and as I was listening to some of the shows, because when we get into the news, it's gonna be something we have to talk about. I still don't think your team's going to be the worst team in the league, and I think it's not even close. I think the worst team in the league by far is going to be the Saints.
Yeah, Saints will be there. The Giants will be there. Even though I will say this, I have been keeping my eye. I've not been watching too much preseason football, but I keep my eye on the clips on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of high praise for this Jackson Dart that the Giants got. So maybe they have found their quarterback of the future here. I guess obviously we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'm seeing a lot of high praise for the young quarterback in New York.
It's still early. I mean, he's doing everything right. He's handling the media very well, but it's too early to like really go ahead and say that Jackson Dart might be the answer.
Well, and Robbie, if we are if we're on the topic right now of teams announcing their Week 1 starter, the Browns were not the only one to announce their Week 1 starter.
Yeah.
The Indianapolis Colts, after I think how long have they had Anthony Richardson for now? 3 years?
Yeah.
This may be his 4th year he's going into now.
Yep.
They're going in a different route for Week 1 here, folks, and it is none other than Stormy Daniel Jones. I mean, I wish we had a Colts fan here in the chat that we could talk with.
Alex, are you here?
Because I would very much like to see and hear from a Colts perspective on what their mindset is here. I mean, does that mean they're throwing the towel in now on Richardson? Is that I mean, we kind of saw the experiment. It didn't look like it was working.
Should I try to see if Alex will answer? And then if he doesn't, I should ask my other Colts fan. That's the best way we're going to get an answer from a Colts fan and what they're thinking here.
Yeah, that is true.
We'll try with Alex first. Alex is a former friend of the program and also someone that owes me $50 for our latest golf round. I have a good feeling he will not answer. He's probably doing some of the sun. Doesn't hurt to try, though.
It is also 6:45.
Your call has been...
Yeah.
That could be a dinner time for people.
Good. We got a feud. Let's try one more colleague here. I have a very good feeling he will not answer. He never answers a phone call. But hey, we got to try. We got to try.
Got to love it.
A lot of upset Colts fans on social media if you haven't seen.
I actually haven't, to be honest with you, but...
Hello.
Oh, my God, Nathan, I'm surprised you actually answered. I just want you to know one thing right now. You were live in the Sports Cave, and my co-host, Zach Roden here, said he wants to hear from, and we're not trying to pick on you. We just want to know what your true feelings are after today, hearing that Daniel Jones will be starting over Anthony Richardson. What are your thoughts?
Oh, my God. That's why you called me?
I did. That is why. That is why. You were live on air against your own free will, too.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just, this is a very difficult time of mourning and digesting this information. And, Colts Nation is, we're in a spiral downwards. I'll put it that way. There's no trust in this management. I think this is Ballard and Steichen's last season. I don't see how. Daniel Jones could go 9, 8, 10, 7, make the wild card, and we're still not going to, it's just, I don't even, I'm just, I'm not surprised anymore. I kind of called this back in March. I said, we brought him in. He's probably going to end up winning the starting job because AR can't stay healthy. And there's too many unknowns. And my issue is you know what you get with Daniel Jones. You know his ceiling. And like I said, maybe you get 7, 8 wins, but you know what you're getting with him. He's not going to change. He's not going to make you a Super Bowl contender. He's not really going to make you a playoff contender. You still a little unknown Anthony Richardson. If he can stay healthy, is a lot more ceiling than Daniel Jones. But in all honesty, the management and the coaching staff and the franchise have let down AR, and AR has also not performed up to standard. And I don't know. I think it's time to just go back to the drawing board. Hopefully, Irsay's daughters can actually get a new regime in there. There needs to be a culture change, man. It's been terrible since Luck retired, and we need to draft a quarterback next year, and hopefully either Archie or someone else. It's a good class.
Well, it might be karma for the way that you fans booed Andrew Luck shortly before he announced his retirement.
I didn't boo him.
I know you didn't, but the other fans inside of
That's
the stadium did.
It's a low blow right there, Robert.
He set us back 20 years, so I don't want to hear it. And he knows it, too. I don't even care. That's a selfish comment, but not intentionally his fault, but he really has set us back like a decade. Like, I don't think people realize. Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of here, Nate, is do you remember back with the Giants when Ben McAdoo was trying to do whatever he could to protect his job, so he elected to sit Eli Manning for Geno Smith in a desperate way? This is what this reminds me of. Yeah, this is what this reminds me. I mean, but the other thing Anthony Richardson too was his inability not only to stay healthy in the NFL, but it was the same thing in college. It was a risk, and it doesn't look like it's going to pay off.
He's freaking raw talent. He only started one season in Florida. It was a project when I was just mad about that whole draft because I wanted to trade up to get Stroud, but we just I don't know, it's just. I'm
sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I promise that we just needed that, and I won't take up any more of your time to deliver any more pain.
No, I mean the pain is whatever at this point. I wasn't shocked. You weren't the only person who texted me. A couple people, and I texted some of my Colts fans and my friends, and I'm just like, look, this is what we expect now, and I'm telling you, we're gonna probably. It's gonna be week 15, week 16. We're gonna be in the playoff hunt, and then we're not gonna make the playoffs. We'll go 8, 9, 9, 8, whatever it is, and then we're just gonna kill ourselves because
Jesus,
don't get a good draft position. I'm saying we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Okay, shooting yourself in the foot. That's the people.
I'm not actually gonna kill myself yet, dude. Depends what happens. This is on the fucking record books. If Ballard is fucking GM somehow next year and we don't make the playoffs, yeah, dude, it's GW Bridge all day. Fucking taking a day off from work.
Taking a day off work or taking the rest of your life off of work.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens. I might decide to change my mind when I get there.
Well, you're going to go to the Tappan Zee instead?
Oh, yeah, dude. The fucking Cuomo Bridge is called now. That fucking jackass over there. Tappan's a lot better. The toll is cheaper, so at least I won't get hammered on the easy paths before I decide to jump into this. That's the way you got to look at it. You got to put your family in a better financial situation if you're going to commit suicide. So...
Jesus.
Go down that path, but
we're getting flagged on back-to-back weeks here, folks.
You guys have 20 years of a fucking dominance, and you guys are probably a sneaky wild card team this year.
Oh, we are a wild card team this year. We're making the playoffs. We're going 10-7.
You have an owner who will invest money. You have a good coach, a solidified coach with experience, and you have a quarterback on the come up, and you got some weapons now this year, and you're going to build off that.
Well, unfortunately, your owner was an alcoholic, and it cost him his life.
Dude, I don't even know. He just died in his sleep or something. Took a nap. Yeah, no. Jim, I don't think people realize Jim Irsay was a fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was not a good person, and he was, quite frankly, he hasn't been a good owner since Peyton was there. And I don't even think he was a good owner. It was Bill Polian, our GM, who made a lot of the good decisions. And Jim Irsay inherited the team. He was a GM in the 80s and into the 90s, and then took over the team as owner once his dad passed away, Robert. So it's it's whatever. He was incompetent. I hope his daughters know what to do. Obviously, it sucks he passed. He's a fucking terrible owner.
Zach would like to know if his daughters are hot.
Oh, I don't know. They're not too far from our age. I think one of them's a solid 7.
Okay, that's not bad. A solid 7 and with money, that's a good life.
Yeah.
All right, cuz I appreciate your time and bothering you about your Colts.
No.
You're featured on the Sportscape now, I hope you know.
Call me in after we lose week 1 because the Colts haven't won, I think in 11 years since 2014-15, we haven't won week 1. We're on 11.
I mean, I would fuck all 3 of his daughters.
Thank you for that stat.
All your bettors out there, we're playing the Dolphins, and they'll probably be favored.
Oh, the Dolphins are going to kill you.
Well, it's in Indy, but yeah. Tua's fucking dog shit, and they're not. The Dolphins are going to be.
Yeah, but your quarterback is now Daniel Jones.
Patriots are going to have a better record than the Dolphins this year. Mark my words.
I agree. Tua's going to be throwing a gang signs like week 1, maybe. Maybe you guys might throw gang signs.
The Dolphins are going to finish 3rd or 4th in the division behind the Jets, and then Patriots will be 2nd.
Oh, that's a hot take. I like that. All right, cuz, I appreciate you, brother, and we'll have to link up soon.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Tell the Sportscape world and your co-host, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
He says, no problem. You're welcome back at any time.
All right. Well, give me a heads up next time so I could prepare a script or a speech.
10-4, and we won't have this whole thing about, suicide.
Yeah, edit that out.
The live viewers heard it loud and clear.
I don't give a fuck. It's fucking what Ballard and Stike can drive me to do, man. Dude, God, just before I leave, Chris Ballard is literally should be on the top 10 most FBI wanted. Like, this guy is a terrorist to the Colts organization. I just want the world to know that. He's a fucking awful fucking person. Like, if I had 2 bullets and I had Chris Ballard, Hitler, and Saddam Hussein in a room, I would shoot Chris Ballard twice in the head. That's all I'm going to say. All right?
All right, Nate, you're going to get canceled. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, somehow that was worse than okay.
Well, yours was accidental. I think this is how like 70% of Colts fans feel. I think that was authentic.
Yeah, that's my bad right there, folks. I wanted the I wanted to hear from a Colts fan, and my God, did we find one?
Oh, you found a very passionate one of my cousin Nate Barry. Shout out to Nate. I love you.
All right, well, let's get into more of this football news here.
Wait. I'm not done yet. We got to hear from the Colts fans. Okay. Now, why don't we give our perspective on things here? It's essentially what I said to Nate there earlier. It's like Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard are just trying to protect their asses and make sure that they don't get fired. It's like a desperation move, but it just doesn't make sense because if he's healthy, you went with the number 4 pick to select this guy. What draft class was he? 2023?
Either that or 2022, one of the two.
All right. Well, I'm going to look up Anthony Richardson draft and see who they passed up on essentially draft year. Okay, so it was 2023. So we're going to look up the 2023 NFL draft. 2023, if it'll let me. Oh, my number lock's not. That's right. 2023. Not tax return. What the hell? NFL draft.
There it is.
Okay, so the 2023 NFL draft went like this. Let's just go through the first round. Okay, so it started Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson. So they went with Anthony Richardson, which right now looks like the next only like quarterback available. It's like the only quarterback they had left to essentially select outside of Will Levis, who went all the way into the second round. So these are some of the studs that they passed up before him. Devon Witherspoon from Seattle. Paris Johnson, who I don't think is doing anything special in Arizona. Tyree Wilson, outside linebacker for Vegas. Haven't heard nothing about him. Bijan Robinson, they were never going to select him. They already have Jonathan Taylor. Jalen Carter, who was arguably the best player in this draft and is an absolute megastar over there in Philly. Darnell Wright, offensive lineman for Chicago. An offensive lineman, Peter Skorzynski or whatever for Tennessee. Jahmyr Gibbs, again, no use for him. Lucas Van Ness, defensive line. Broderick Jones, offensive line. Will McDonald, who I'm familiar with and is actually pretty solid for the New York Jets. Emmanuel Forbes, who's a good corner for the Washington Commanders. Arguably the best secondary player in this draft, no bias here, Christian Gonzalez for the New England Patriots. You go down a couple more picks, you see Jackson Smith-Njigba, who's going to get his opportunity to be the number 1 for Seattle, which I think he'll thrive. I mean, they're good that lucky they didn't select Quentin Johnson. Zay Flowers is another good receiver. Jordan Addison is a solid receiver. Bad decisions. Deonte Banks is a good defensive back. Yeah, I mean, Zach, these are all players that they passed up on for Anthony Richardson. They took a big risk on the kids. So for them to not follow through with it is really just mind-boggling to me.
Well, now just search up real quick, too. Who is their quarterback in 2022?
I think it was Carson Wentz.
So, I mean, that could be one of the reasons why they took such a big risk on a quarterback. They had literally nobody in their quarterback room.
But I think they made the playoffs. I think they made the playoffs. Oh, I think it was Matt Ryan first.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so yeah, it was Matt Ryan, and
probably in his last year.
Yeah, they were really bad that year. They were 4-12.
Yeah,
they were 4-12. Not good.
I mean, to me, it's just like I can completely understand why fans of them would be upset. Obviously, Daniel Jones, I mean, his name has just been dragged through the mud. A lot of his own doing for that reason, but just dragged through the mud in New York since the day he stepped foot there. But hey, who knows, man? I mean, the guy he's had a couple pretty good games, Mr. Jones, and maybe he gets a change of scenery, gets out of the big bright lights in New York, and let's see what he does with the Colts.
Let me see if I want to listen. I think this was the clip that I heard earlier from Dan Orlovsky. I love listening to this guy talk when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, he was never a good quarterback in the NFL, but he's really good at breaking down the NFL and their quarterbacks. I want to hear what he has to say on this Anthony Richardson saga.
No. I totally disagree with the organizational failure thing. Greedy. So, one, I would start Anthony. Two, Bo Nix, college and NFL, about 5,000 snaps. Anthony Richardson, college and NFL, about 1,700.
What I'm saying.
He has to play.
Right.
He is one of those players.
Did he have to play the first week of his first season when he didn't look like he was anywhere close to ready?
Jaden Daniels got 4,000. Greeny, you have to get reps. You're not going to – whether he started the first game or the fifth game, he's chasing reps. And you knew that when you drafted him. And you knew this was going to be up and down roller coaster ride. And that's why, like, when it comes to this decision, if you start Daniel Jones, you're shutting the door on Anthony. Because he still doesn't have reps for development. The sack last week against Baltimore when he gets the pinky hurt, it's a developmental rep thing. Like, you want him to get it, but he needs those reps. And so no kid is ready to right away just step in. Some guys have banked thousands of reps that help them. He's playing catch up. And until you are okay with that as an organization, I'm not saying it's an easy decision. He's always going to be playing catch up.
See, and I agree with him because yes, I hear what these guys are saying. Is like bring in maybe keep Matt Ryan for another year, maybe keep Carson Wentz for a year, or have him sit behind. I get that aspect, but at the same time too, like you can't just keep going on because there's few and from in between. Correct? I mean, there's certain players that went in from week one and have looked good. And then there's a lot of players that you look at that sat a year and look great. Like when you think of quarterbacks currently in the NFL,
Mahomes.
That sat. Patrick Mahomes is one of them. Jared Goff is another one. I mean, Dak Prescott was thrown to the Wolves because of Tony Romo's injury. Dak Prescott has been back and forth between the top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Lamar sat a year behind Joe Flacco, but their play styles are completely different. But Lamar is obviously better than what Joe Flacco was. I believe Kyler Murray was thrown to the Wolves. Well, of course, but I'm just alluding to at the time, like Lamar might have been ready. Yeah, it's really unfortunate it's your quarterback. But the moral of the story here, Zach, is it's everything that Dan Orlovsky said that's correct. They knew that they were taking a risk for a guy that was healthy for one season in college. You knew what you were taking on.
Yeah. Someone with no experience,
so
like you just said. I mean,
if you didn't feel severely comfortable with taking Anthony Richardson, then you should have went another 4-12, another 3-13 at the time or whatever, and just continue to lose till you felt the quarterback that was needed and trade that pick for draft assets. That's what the Bears did, that's what the Bears did, and that's how they ended up with Caleb Williams.
I mean, they could have had Mahomes that they would have drafted him instead of Trubisky, but that's nonetheless, that's in the past.
That is in the past. So I think what they're doing is wrong. I think Anthony Richardson does deserve the opportunity to play when he's healthy, because when you think of Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones, yes, he went to the playoffs, but the majority of the reason that they made that playoff run with the Giants was because of Saquon. Saquon's ability to run the ball with the terrible offensive line, with a below-average quarterback, and a good head coach. Okay? What has happened since Saquon's been gone? What has happened?
They've sucked.
They cut Daniel Jones because he's that trash. Yeah. Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback. Daniel Jones, however, did win the playoff game against Minnesota. Not Saquon, Daniel Jones. I will always give him credit for that performance. That was all Daniel Jones over Saquon. However, Daniel Jones is not going to be the quarterback of the future. You didn't select Daniel Jones. You didn't push for Daniel Jones. You didn't try to trade for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, when we signed him, was like, oh, he's going to be the best backup quarterback option in the NFL. And I would have stood by that.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know what, Robert, let's just see what happens.
We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. He's going to make the same decisions that he made back in New York. And the difference is he has a better offensive line. He's a better running back than what he had last year. And he has receiving core is because he went from Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is a star, like an absolute star. And Michael Pittman and Downs are nothing close to what Malik Neighbors is.
Yeah, he doesn't have the strong receiving group there, but
no. But I mean, we'll see. And I think Colts fans are very disappointed because they heard a lot of good things about Anthony Richardson heading into this training camp and into NFL preseason. And for them to make a decision like this as early as today, when after Cleveland, I think Cleveland was the first team to announce, like, you know what certain teams are going to do for their quarterbacks week one. You know, there's questions for certain teams, and to see that Daniel Jones edged out Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's probably going to be Chris Ballard and Shane Starkin's last year as general manager and head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. They'll have to go in a new direction. And then if Anthony Richardson does become available, if I'm a team, I'm going to tell you what team that first struck me that said, you know what, they should do whatever it takes to go get this kid. This is the same team that revitalized the confidence and player and dog in Baker Mayfield, and that's the Los Angeles Rams. With everything that's going on with Matthew Stafford in his back, there's no doubt in my mind that if you can snag Anthony Richardson, if you're the Rams, you go out and do it. Sean McVay's an offensive genius. They have a great team with Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, and I think they'll have Devontae Adams for the next 2 seasons, which, yeah, it's only 2 seasons, but Devontae, I mean, if he's 70% of what he was in Green Bay as the number 2 option, that's pretty damn good. So I think that Anthony Richardson's best fit, if ever becomes available, would be the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I guess maybe he could request a trade if he keeps going down this route, but
well, this is what Anthony Richardson has had to say throughout this whole process. Let me get load up the video here.
Okay, then after this, we got to move. I think we've done about 25 minutes on the Indianapolis.
Well, I mean, Nate was very passionate about
and continue to grow through it.
You got to respect the decision. I feel like he's a better fit for the team, better fit for the outcome of us winning. So you just got to respect it and just keep working. That doesn't undermine any other work I've been putting in. Doesn't say that I haven't improved. I'm proud of the improvement I've made. Shane is also proud of that. So you got to keep stacking on that and just keep getting better.
You say you were.
I think he's actually handled the situation very well.
Yeah, that guy's got a deep ass voice too. Holy shit!
I think he's also very pissed off, but just hiding it in like a very professional manner.
Oh, he's definitely PR trained, that's for sure.
Well, good luck to Anthony Richardson, not to Daniel Jones and the Colts. I think that they've done him dirty.
Yes, sir. And I heard you mention Mr. Matthew Stafford, Robbie, and it is worth reporting he is back at practice. So expect to see him week 1 for the Rams. However, how long he lasts, however, that's up for debate. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But with back injuries, always gets a little bit fucked up. But he is back at practice.
Well, his late age too. I mean, they have to be super careful on that, bro. Super careful. They can't mess around with that, dude.
Yeah.
Not even just for his professional career, just for his livelihood.
Yeah. He's already won 2, so I mean, I there's no sense in risking it now at this point. But he's a tough son of a bitch. So. But Robert, we got a couple teams shopping some players. I mean, I feel like the Bengals have been saying this all off season long, but they are officially taking trade offers again on Hendrickson as his contract holdout continues.
Yep.
As well as the running back over there in Washington, Brian Robinson Jr. being shopped. I guess he's in line for a new deal, Rooney. So I mean, it's pretty decent running back there in Robinson Jr. A guy got shot, came back and just started putting down some yardage.
Yeah, he gets shot. He comes back to play. Michael Thomas out the whole season with the toe injury.
Yeah, big toe.
Yeah, I think Dallas would try to do whatever it took to get Brian Robinson, but damn well Washington's going to say, well, you got to give us a selectively high round pick, and you're not going to do that if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You're not going to force your hand for Brian Robinson. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me when it comes to running backs is the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe the Chargers go out and make a push for him. Who knows with Najee Harris almost blowing his freaking hand off, I think it was with fireworks. I mean, there might be a market out there for Brian Robinson.
I think he got an eye injury, Najee Harris, from that firework.
Makes sense. So you were talking about Trey Hendrickson earlier.
Yeah. The pass rush from the Bengals, they're now taking calls on him as well. So I don't know. They must be pretty far apart here on a contract.
They have to be. And I saw that the Patriots have made an offer and that they are very far off from what the Bengals are asking for. So that makes us like think to ourselves, like, what are they asking for? And apparently Bengals are asking for a young defensive player and a 2026 first round pick in exchange for Trey Hendrickson. So if that's the case, where the Bengals asking for like Christian Gonzalez and a first round pick, absolutely no chance in hell. No. Who knows?
That'd be a bit of an overpay there, but I don't know. I mean, the holdout continues. Obviously, he wants some more money. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. He's probably getting fined up his U-Haul right now,
though. This is what Joe Burrow had to say about the whole situation with Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, I don't know. I think historically these deals with us have gotten done closer to week one. I signed on the Thursday before the first game. Jamar's started to pick up, that week before last year too. And, we were able to get T and Jamar done early this year. So that was great. But I think historically the way we've done business is, that tends to pick up here in the next 2 weeks. So we'll see.
And that's the problem. And that lies the problem right there.
Yeah, missed the whole training camp.
Yeah. So the Bengals could potentially be shooting themselves in the foot because, Trey Hendrickson, team pressure share leaders last season, the top 5 players, and this is a defensive end stat, Zachary. Number 5, Chase Young, 25.5%. Number 4, Daniel Hunter, 26%. Number 3, Josh Hines Allen, 26.2. Myles Garrett comes in number 2 at 26.9. Trey Hendrickson, 32.2.
The guy's a beast. If you're looking at that defense for the Bengals, that is without a doubt their absolute problem. That's their problem area, is that entire D core.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to let the best defensive player you have in your team, the guy who's led the league in sacks last year, you're just going to let him walk.
Yep. Doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Ridiculous.
And the guy that they drafted to basically prepare for this situation, he almost didn't sign with the team. They took forever with his rookie contract.
Yeah. No, I did see. Bro. I did see something where I think it was somewhere on Twitter, it was like a chart or whatever, and the owner of the Bengals is the, I guess, poorest owner. I mean, use that term loosely, but the poorest out of all the owners for professional football teams. So maybe his pockets are just a lot more shallower than a Jerry Jones per se.
You can't get a.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
What the?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to play it over there. I was trying to. I accidentally it was playing through, so I was trying to rewind it back for our next topic. Essentially, if you have it on there, which I think you do.
Next topic. What were you going? There's a couple we can go here.
What do you have?
Well, we have the John Mechie III traded to the Eagles, alongside a 6th-round pick for Harrison Bryant, the tight end, and a 5th-round pick. So that's going back and return to the Texans. And now, you look at the Eagles receiving core. You get A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and John Mechie III. Great college player. I don't think it's really amounted to be too much in the NFL, but going now into this Philadelphia offense, maybe we're going to see a bit of a resurgence here for the 3rd wide receiver.
Right.
And then also Matthew Judon. You're familiar with him, Robbie. He is heading to Miami Dolphins.
Well, that's the jersey that I'm wearing right now is Matthew Judon's.
And I think the one that you really want to get into before we do our NFC South predictions here, male cheerleaders, Roberts. A lot of male cheerleaders.
One more thing we also have to talk about after this conversation, but go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, I was just saying a lot of male cheerleaders this year, Robert.
What were cheerleaders made for? What were cheerleaders made for?
For cheering and to look hot.
Right. Why the hell would I want to look at a man dancing like a woman and trying to strut their... No. Now, if you have male cheerleaders to help hold the base of the pyramid, as you're alluding to off air,
you need them. You need them at the bottom.
I don't want to see some guy dancing with pom-poms and wearing a... No. No.
Cunt.
And I'll tell you what, damn well the Dallas Cowboys won't allow that. You know damn well that's not going to happen over in Dallas. Because
not while Jerry's still around. You'd be like, are you fucking serious right now?
It's ridiculous, dude. These male cheerleaders, like, when Plouffe and I went to the preseason game, I go, bro, there's a male cheerleader dancing just like the freak. And it was cringe as hell to watch their movements try to act like, no. Cheerleaders were meant to appeal fans, not turn them away. And now you might as well just take it away from the women. Taking away from the women.
Now you froze there for a little bit, but I believe we got your point, Robert.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
And then they had I saw this tweet. There's a trans one that is dancing for the Carolina Panthers.
No,
and the guy had, this
that's disgusting.
This person was getting flamed online pretty hard.
Good.
And somebody quote tweeted her and came to her defense and said, "Give this lady a break. She worked her balls off for this spot." And that right there, folks, is why X is the greatest website out there.
Fantastic.
Next to Twitch, of course.
Sometimes bullying is a good thing.
Okay. But, Robbie, what other topics did you have there before we get into the picks here?
Well, Adam Schefter was on the Pat McAfee show today. And Cowboys fans, you might want to close your ears.
You can't get a deal done if you're not even talking. And the two sides haven't had any negotiations since late March or early April. And it sounds like at this point it's personal. It sounds like each side is dug in. The Cowboys have come out and said what they said publicly at the start of training camp, which Micah didn't like. Micah came out and asked to be traded, said he was ready to move on from Dallas, which I'm sure they didn't like. And right now, both sides seem to be angry. Now, have other people put those feelings aside in the past and figured out a way to work out a deal? Yeah. I don't see that happening here. I see these two sides headed towards a divorce in time. The only question is, when is that divorce going to happen and how is it going to happen? Are they going to trade him now? Are they going to trade him after this year? Are they going to move on when? But it certainly doesn't feel like these two sides want to enter a long-term relationship together. That's the way it feels today, and we'll see if they do anything to change that before the regular season begins in a couple of weeks.
That's Adam Schefter, who is one of the best. That is not news Dallas Cowboys want to hear, because I can tell you if he gets to leave as a free agent, I know where he's going right off the rip. He's going one of two places. He's going to reunite with Dan Quinn in Washington, or he's going to Philadelphia.
He'll stay in the division and make Jerry's life hell until he croaks.
For real.
Probably could only be maybe 1 or 2 years if Micah's doing that to him.
That's possible. But before we go into our NFC South, I'm keeping up for your Toronto Blue Jays for you. George Springer hit a home run.
Oh, lovely. Let's go Jays.
Jays suck.
All right, folks. We got 2 more divisions to go this week and next week. This week is the NFC South, featuring the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, and the New Orleans Saints.
So what team we want to go with first?
We're going to start off with the Bucks, but let me just get my shit all locked and loaded over here.
Okay, so we have the Bucks and the Falcons. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this color code here, because I have blue, which will be for the Panthers, green, and then you have black and red. So do I do black for the Buccaneers and red for the Falcons and green for the Saints, or do I do black for the Saints? And you know what? I'm going to do green for Tampa Bay, because they've been kind of money. That's what I'll do. Which team are you going with first here?
We're going to start off with the Buccaneers, my friend.
All right.
And they are starting off, Robbie, in a inter-division matchup. On the road, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be heading to Atlanta to face the Falcons in week 1. I'm going to give them a W in that one. Michael Penix's first game.
No, that's not his name.
Michael Penis, first game, as
Dude, that's
reported
crazy.
By, I believe, ESPN.
No, it was by their local news station, makes it even better.
There you go. What do you have in there, Robert?
Yeah, I got them for a win, too.
W. Week 2, Robbie, they stay on the road, this time heading into Houston to play the Texans on Monday Night Football. I'm gonna say This is a tough one.
I know. I'm trying to go through my things here to see what I had. God damn it. It's mixed with my doctor's notes. That's just great.
Well, I had the Texans losing on mine, so I'm going to stick with that and put a W for the Bucks.
Oh, damn. I moved Houston in the back. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Bucks too because I had them being the Houston Texans as well. Ironically, at home too. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think if I'm looking at it now, I probably would have picked Houston, but you know what? That's all right.
No, I wouldn't have. I'll stick with it.
Week 3, Robbie, they have their home opener.
Takes 3 weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sunday, September 23rd of Week 3. They are at home hosting the New York Jets. W.
Yep.
Staying home in Week 4, where they get their first loss of the season, hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, but you know what? Baker is he's going to compete against them.
He'll probably throw down.
Yep. All right, 3-1.
Okay, Robbie, we're heading into Week 5 where they are back on the road, this time heading into Seattle to play the Seahawks. I'm going to take them for
a win.
Take them for a W as well. They're heading back home in Week 6 where they will host the San Francisco 49ers.
For loss.
I'm going to take them for a loss as well, Robert. I have too many wins for them right now. Ooh, geez. Week 7, they are on the road. Monday Night Football in Detroit against the Lions.
Now, I remember when we went over this pick, we talked about how last year Baker Mayfield went on the road for victory, but not this time.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. All right, what was that week? Week 7, Robbie.
That was week 7. We're on week 8 or 9 now.
Week 8, Robbie. My apologies. Week 8, they're on the road again, this time heading into New Orleans.
Dude, they must have
in the win column.
Very favored home schedule towards the back end stretch. Jesus. At New Orleans, I'm going to go with the
bye week for them in week 9.
Okay, so week 10 we go.
Coming off the bye week, they are at home hosting the New England Patriots. I'm going to put them down for a W.
Really? We're facing them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I had the Patriots winning, so I'm taking for loss.
All righty. Week 11, Robert. They are back on the road heading into Buffalo.
That's
to
a
play
loss.
the Buffalo Bills.
That's
a loss.
Freaking catastrophic loss. It's going to be cold weather by then.
This is another tough one here for him, too, Robbie. Week 12, still on the road. Sunday Night Football at SoFi Stadium against the Los Angeles Rams.
I'm going to... Did we do the West yet? No, we didn't do the West, right? No, we didn't. That's a tough one, dude.
I'm going to say loss.
I'm going to say loss. With the Stafford back injury, I'm just uncertain about this Rams team.
Well, you think the Bucs are going to win?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think they're going to lose.
Yeah, I think they're going to win.
Week 13, they're back at home where they host the Arizona Cardinals.
Call of Duty's out. W.
Week 14, staying home, hosting the New Orleans Saints. Win.
W. They still haven't faced Carolina yet. So maybe there's something big about Carolina that we don't know about for them to be backed up this late into the season.
We'll see what happens. Week 15, Robbie, still at home, this time hosting the Atlanta Falcons. However, this is on 4 days rest. It's Thursday Night Football, hosting the Falcons.
I mean, Falcons are probably on 4-day rest too.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Oh, I think they're going to split.
I'm taking them to beat them both.
I'm going to take the Falcons to win.
Week 16 on the road against the Carolina Panthers. I'm taking them for a loss.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to back.
Week 17 on the road against the Miami Dolphins.
Are you sure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God! Wow. All right, on the road against Miami.
Yep. W for me.
See, this is where I think because Tua's back. It's like, how close are they into the playoff hunt for Miami? But when I made my list here, I had them losing. So I guess I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
And then ending it off, Robbie,
Carolina.
at home against the Carolina Panthers, where I'm going to put them for a W.
Yeah, me too.
So I have them going 11-6.
Yeah, I mean, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going 10-7, which is probably going to win the division.
Well, Robbie, next up on our list, we have the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Michael Penis Jr. is going to be their quarterback going into this season.
They're paying Kirk Cousins $40-some million to sit in the bench.
Yeah, and this is going to be a tough team to gauge because they do have some offensive weapons. It's just what is their quarterback going to look like?
Right.
So we both have them starting out the season with a loss in Week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Correct.
Week 2, Robbie, they are on the road heading into Minnesota for Sunday Night Football.
I think I had them for a win in that one.
I'm going to put them for a W as well, too. I don't think Minnesota's going to be too good this year.
Minnesota. Oh, shit. Do I not have that paper?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait.
There it is. Okay. Minnesota here. Minnesota, eh? Atlanta, Week 2. Minnesota.
Yeah.
I have Minnesota winning, so I have them going 0-2 to start the season. Week 3.
Week 3, Robbie, they're still on the road where they're heading into Carolina to play the Panthers, and I think
Loss.
I'm going to give them a loss, too.
Loss.
All right, Week 4, Robbie. Uh-oh. Week 4, they're back home, but they got to host the Washington Redskins.
Loss.
So I have them going 0-4 into the bye week because they have a Week 5 bye.
That sucks.
Yeah.
They're going to be a terrible team this year. They're going to be terrible.
Week 6, Robbie, they are still at home, but they're getting fucked on their home schedule because they got to host the Buffalo Bills.
Loss.
Then they're back on the road in Week 7 where they are heading to San Francisco.
I'm giving them a win. They can't lose this many in a row. No, they lost.
I'm going to give them a loss.
They lost. Jesus.
They're back at home, Week 8. Probably a good week for them to get a win because I'm going to assume Tua's out with a concussion as they host the Miami Dolphins.
Hold on. I have all my picks here still. Dolphins. At Atlanta, Week 8. Loss.
Jesus.
Dude, there's no way they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way they go 0-7 with Bijan, Drake, London. There's no way, but it's like I got
them beating Miami.
I think the team, like, honestly, they probably win against Carolina on the road, but like,
yeah, it's just fun to make that pick.
It just feels, I don't know. Yeah. So I got them going 0-7 right now. Holy crap.
Robbie, Week 9, you're going to have them losing again because they are heading on the road into Foxborough to play the New England Patriots.
Wait a sec. Patriots, I probably do have them as a loss. Loss.
Week 10, they are somewhere overseas because this game's at 9:30 in the morning.
Cool.
They are going to get a W, Robbie, against the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. I don't care what the Colts think because we did the Colts already. After I heard the news about Daniel Jones, like, yeah, they're definitely getting the W. What I have?
That's a W.
I had the Colts losing anyways. So they're going to be 1-9.
I got them 2-8 right now, but
or 1-8. Jesus.
Week 11, they are at home hosting the Carolina Panthers.
That's a win.
I'm going to give them a W as well. Week 12, they are on the road heading into New Orleans to play the Saints.
That's a win.
So that's 3 wins in a row for them now. Week 13, they are still on the road, this time heading into MetLife to play the Jets. I'm going to give them a W, too.
I think I had the Jets winning that. Hold on. Jets. Atlanta. Loss.
Honestly, God, I'm not even looking at my other picks. I could be completely wrong.
I'm trying to correlate everything with those picks. I think I'm doing a good job with it.
Well, Week 14, Robbie, they are at home hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
Loss.
I'm going to give them a loss there, too. Week 15 on the road against the Buccaneers. Loss.
Yeah, I think I had. It's right here. Tampa. No, dude, we must have had Tampa losing that. Unless you stuck with Tampa winning. I have Atlanta winning that.
Huh?
I have Atlanta winning that game.
I don't.
Okay. And you're good.
Lost to the Bucks. Week 16 at Arizona. In Arizona against the Cardinals.
I'm going to take for a loss.
I'm going to give him a W.
Kyler Murray can't lose every week because of Call of Duty, can he?
We'll see. Week 17, they're back at home hosting the Los Angeles Rams. Loss. And week 18, still at home hosting the New Orleans Saints.
I'm going to give them a loss. They're going to tank.
I think they're going to get a W.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 4-13 this year. I think that record is going to. I think they're going to be closer to like 6-11, but I just can't take. Like, I mean, that's a tough first stretch, dude. I mean, we were sitting here talking about the Giants have the hardest schedule. I mean, they might have the. Let me compare their games to each other. Okay,
I got them going 7-10.
I have them going 4-13. So the Giants. How many weeks you want to go for the Giants? Should we do halfway to week 9 or week 10 or whatever?
Sure.
Okay, the Giants have at Washington, at Dallas, versus Kansas City, versus the Chargers, at New Orleans, versus Philly, at Denver, at Philly, versus San Francisco. That's the first 9 games for the Giants. I had them winning 1 game out of those. The Falcons here versus Tampa Bay, at Minnesota, at Carolina, versus Washington, versus Buffalo, at San Fran, versus Miami, at New England. I mean, yeah, the Giants have the harder stretch, but like these are not easy games for the Falcons.
No, it's there's not like a throw-in game there to start off to get your wheels rolling.
They have like the most crucial game for them to win has to be week 3 at Carolina, because if they lose to Carolina in those 3 games in a row like we have right now, their season's in serious jeopardy.
Jet penalty.
All right. Are we going with the Panthers?
I was gonna say, are you ready for the Panthers?
I am. I think I'm curious to see what their schedule's like, because I think they might be a 9-8 club if the schedule correlates well.
We'll see what happens. Week 1, they start off in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. I'm gonna put them down for a loss.
At Jacksonville, week 1.
Yeah.
I had them as a winner.
Let me see what I don't know what I had them as actually.
Week 2?
Yeah, I had them. Week 2, they are still on the road heading into Arizona to play the Cardinals. I think they're going to get a W, to be honest with you.
I think so too.
Week 3, Robbie, they host the Atlanta Falcons.
Win. I already know who they play week 4.
Week 4, they're at New England.
Loss.
I'm going to put them for a loss too. Week 5, they are at home hosting the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to put them down for a loss.
Slow down. You're going too fast. You're going too fast at this. I'm trying to keep up here. Going super fast. I'm trying to write down and do everything all at the same time. Miami. Week 5. I have them winning. Okay.
You had to beat Miami?
I have them beating Miami, yeah.
Week 6, Robbie, they are at home hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Put them down for a loss.
Yeah, I'm going to have them for a loss too. I'm pretty sure.
Week 7, on the road, heading into MetLife to face the Jets. I'm going to give them a W.
I think I had them with the W. These are kind of like picking games. Jets. Yep, got them with the W. So right now I have them only losing 2 games, so they're 5-2 right now.
I have 3-4. Week 8, Robbie, they are back at home hosting the Buffalo Bills. Loss. Week 9, on the road, heading into Green Bay to play the Packers. Loss.
I probably had a loss here. I had the Packers doing very well. I like the way you say loss after every pick. You're like, loss. Packers.
Well, here, Robbie, because Week 10, they
Cleveland.
are back at home hosting the New Orleans Saints for a win.
Yep.
Week 11, back on the road, this time heading in to Atlanta.
Did I have Atlanta win that one? Yes, I did. Loss?
Yeah, I got him for a loss in that one there. What do we got here, Robbie? Week 12, back on the road. Monday Night Football in San Francisco.
Loss.
Excuse me.
What's your bye? Week 13?
14.
Wow.
Week 13, they are back at home hosting the Los Angeles Rams.
Loss.
Put that down.
So I'm going a little losing 3 in a row, so head into week 15.
Week 15, they are back at home. Oh, sorry, back on the road. This time heading into New Orleans to play the Saints.
Win.
Dub. I'm going to put them down for a dub. Week 16. They're doing this with every single division, saving one team for the last 2 or 3 games.
Yep.
Week 16 at home, hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think I had Tampa winning that. No, I had Carolina win.
I think I had the Bucs beating the Panthers both times. Nope, I didn't. I had the Panthers winning the first one. W Bucks. Then they stay at home and they host the Seattle Seahawks, where I think they are going to get a W.
I think we're going to lose.
And then they end off the season with a loss on the road against the Buccaneers.
I think I got him with like 90 or 8-9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7 and 10 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, do you even want to do the Saints, or do we just write 0 and 17?
They got to win one, I think. So,
well,
Saints.
Okay, I actually see a game they could win, Robbie.
Okay.
So, week 1.
If you say the Giants, I have them losing the Giants.
That was the team I saw. Week 1, they are at home hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Loss. Week 2, still at home hosting the San Francisco 49ers.
Loss.
Week 3, they are at Seattle, on the road in Seattle to face the Seahawks. Loss.
Murdered.
Week 4, they stay on the road, this time heading into Buffalo to play the Bills.
Dead.
Yeah. Week 5, they are back at home hosting the New York Giants.
Loss.
But I'm going to take them Giants to win. Week 6, still at home hosting the New England Patriots.
You think the Giants are going to win?
Yeah.
What up, Miguel? Yeah, we think the Saints are going to win 17, bud. Week 6.
Week 6 against your Patriots in New Orleans.
Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so hosting the Patriots?
Yes.
Loss.
Week 7 on the road against Chicago. Loss. Week 8 at home hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Loss.
Week 9 on the road, SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles Rams.
Loss.
Week 10 at Carolina.
Loss.
Uh-oh. Week 11 bye week. Coming off the bye week, they host, and this is week 12 now. Coming off the bye week in week 12, they host the Atlanta Falcons.
Loss.
Week 13, they are in sunny Miami, Florida, against the Miami Dolphins, where they lose.
Week 13. Loss.
Week 14, they are back on the road against the divisional rival, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Loss.
On the road, you said?
Yeah.
Loss.
Week 15, back at home, hosting the Carolina Panthers. Loss. No. Week 16, Robbie, they are at home against the New York Jets.
Drum roll, please.
You're going to have the Jets winning that game. I can guarantee it.
The New Orleans Saints end up with a loss.
Week 17 at Tennessee to play the Titans.
Whoa. Oh, loss.
Loss. And they finish it off 0-17 at Atlanta.
I disagree. I have them going 1-16.
Oh, my God. You fool.
I had them going 1-16. Falcons are going to choke the following game. Raheem Morris will be fired.
And that right there, folks. Robbie, I think we just completed football in the sports game here.
Nope, we did for today, but we got the West next week.
Yes.
Let me just make sure there's no breaking news heading into the next topic of discussion here. Nope, no breaking news. It doesn't look like.
Well, Robbie, the next topic of discussion is staying into the football world, and I'll make it short and sweet. It's college football time, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It is back. I made a reference to it earlier this episode here. Week 0 is among us. This Saturday, going down starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have ourselves one pretty notable matchup, Rob. We got a battle of two top 25 teams, rather. Mm-hmm. Iowa State heading into Kansas State. Kansas State coming in at -3. Favorite.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Give me what I want.
I had to tell you this. Browns 4-time Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward left practice today with a shoulder injury. This was tweeted out 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it interrupted me for that.
What are your thoughts?
The season's done, Robbie. I don't care. Okay, I just hope he gets better and is able to perform next year when we win the Super Bowl. Now get me off this damn solo camera. Iowa State, 22 ranked in the fucking nation. 17th ranked Kansas State going head-to-head Saturday, August 23rd, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's pretty much the only notable game here, folks, from week 0. I mean, there's a couple other games like Idaho State versus Las Vegas, Fresno State versus Kansas, Sam Houston versus Western Kentucky, and Stanford against Hawaii. But, I mean, the big one there is the 12 p.m. start time Saturday. Get your beers loaded. I'll be up north coming back with some fish from a fishing trip, ready to drink, ready to get a little stoned, and ready to watch some college football.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zach. I am excited to watch Texas versus Ohio State on next Saturday.
That's going to be a doozy of a match.
It's going to be a good matchup. That's going to – so just giving everybody an idea, as Zach alluded to. I don't think he went over next weekend because we'll probably go over that next Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me 1 second. Yeah. That felt good. Oh, my God. Both Auburn and Baylor aren't ranked for football, huh? Wow. Well, if you want to watch a good SEC matchup, 8 o'clock next Friday, Auburn will be on the road at Baylor. Following that game, it's still going to be 8 o'clock. This one will be on ESPN. Deion Sanders in Colorado facing off against Georgia Tech. Zachary, who do you think's favored between that matchup between Georgia Tech and Colorado?
I'm going to say Georgia Tech.
How much do you think then?
-4.5.
Oh, my God, Zach. You were close. Georgia Tech -4, according to ESPN Bet.
Damn.
So it's probably 4.5 on the other one. So that's a very good guess. So then we're starting off college football Saturday strong. It'll probably be at Ohio State, College Game Day, Pat McAfee and all them.
Yeah.
Number 1 ranked Texas versus number 3 Ohio State. We're going to get a taste of Arch Manning and what he could bring for this Texas Longhorn club against the Ohio State. Zachary, who's favored and by how many?
I'm going to say because it's in Ohio State, I'm going to take the Buckeyes by 3.
Close again. Ohio State by 2. What do you think the cheapest ticket is right now?
$450.
$371.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Not at all. And then on ABC that day, you'll have Tennessee hosting Syracuse, which was formerly with Kyle McCord, former quarterback for the Ohio State.
Boop, boop.
Our Connecticut, what's up?
I said boop, boop.
Our Connecticut Huskies will be taking on Central Connecticut, a little matchup inside of Connecticut at 2 p.m. Thinking about going, not sure yet. Penn State at 3:30 will be facing off against Nevada. What do you think the spread for that is, Zachary?
Penn State against Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I'm gonna say Penn State's the heavy favorite.
Yes.
I'm gonna say the spread is 26.5.
Not even close. 44.
Oh my Lord! That was gonna be on the higher end.
And then Georgia's hosting Marshall. Georgia will be the favorite by 39.5. Alabama goes on the road in their first game against Florida State. Who do you think's the favorite in that?
Alabama.
Alabama by how much?
7.5.
13.5. Saturday night, I believe there's supposed to be a good name. So you have your good game at 12 o'clock with the Ohio State and Texas. And at 7:30, we'll have number 9 LSU on the road against number 4 Clemson, followed by Michigan. We got to go over that. Michigan's they got hit by the NCAA. They'll be hosting New Mexico. And then I think Sunday night is the next big game. Sunday night is the next big game, as it will be Miami versus Notre Dame. And on Monday, we will see Bill Belichick making his debut as a college football coach as North Carolina takes on TCU.
And we'll get into that Michigan thing in one second, but obviously we'll get more into this, more into week one on next week's episode. We'll have a pretty decent-sized college football episode there. But, yeah, as Robbie alluded to earlier there, Michigan slapped with the fines. Obviously able to keep their national championship, but I think they're fined, like $20 million? Can you find the $20 million?
It was $20 million. Let me see if I can get the full punishment, though. Michigan will receive a significant fine among other punishments from the NCAA committee on infraction ruling, expected to be more than $20 million from the loss of postseason football revenue for the next 2 seasons, sources tell ESPN analyst. Michigan coach Shannon Moore will also be given an additional game suspension, which is expected to take place in 2026. And if I'm not mistaken, Jim Harbaugh actually also got a lengthy suspension as well. Jim Harbaugh has a 10-year show cause order restricting him from all athletically related activities during the show cause period, which will begin on August 7, 2028, at the conclusion of his 4-year show cause order from a previous case.
Well, don't be stealing calls, you cheating fucks.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
But yeah, Robbie, I think we can leave it at that with the NCAA. Unless what do you have to say about Michigan for this one here?
Nothing. I think they just got caught.
Yeah, damn right.
You guys do it too.
But next week we'll dive a little bit more into the world of college football here, folks, because like we just said, it is back, and I'll be throwing down some ched this weekend. But Robbie, what do you say we transition here? You just play a theme song, and I'll go with whatever you want to feel like here. It's time! You guys know that call, folks. UFC 319, Duplessis against Chimaev went down. I was actually at my friend's engagement party while this fight was going down, so I did not get to watch 1 second of it.
I was getting hammered.
Great knockout in the co-main event. Excuse me. That Pico guy, whatever his name was, the guy from Bellator, from what I was hearing on a few podcasts I listened to, the guy was really controlling the fight well, but he was just being way too aggressive. Caught a spinning elbow. Good night, Jim Kite. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And, knocked out cold. And then from what I also heard, whoever watched the main event experienced 25 minutes of gay porn.
21 minutes and 40 seconds of control time for Kazmat Chimaev.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I always argue about these Dagestanians, man. 21 minutes, 40 seconds control time, 12 takedowns, 510 total strikes. Only 23 of them are significant. So other than that, you're just basically not jabbing him whatsoever. Yeah, 0 submission attempts. And on part of my take, I listened to some of it in the beginning, and Big Cat was sitting next to Kamaru Usman, and he asked Usman, are those punches doing any damage? And Kamaru Usman responded, it's literally doing nothing. Had he decided to start using elbows, he'd be doing damage to Duplessis. And that's where, wrestling is an art. I'm not taking away from good wrestling. But if you're just going to sit there and hug the guy for 20 minutes, there's nothing entertaining about it. And Dana White's got to fix this. I understand that it's part of the sport. I don't want to sit there and watch someone. Khabib was trying to do things when he had him on the ground. Daniel Cormier was trying to do things when he had him on the ground. Ben Askren, when he was wrestling, he was trying to do things when he had them on the ground. Like when you're sitting there and you're just hugging these guys Kamaru Usman is also another one to talk because his first fight against Masvidal, all he did was press him up against the cage and was trying to just stomp on his toes. So there's nothing entertaining about that.
Did you Did you also hear what Big Cat said in that part of my take episode?
I might have missed out on it. What did he say?
He's like, if you're just going to lay on a guy for 25 minutes, it should be a rule. You have to submit them. You have to. You lose the fight if you just lay on him for 25 minutes like that.
I'm on his side there. I'm so on his side.
So I'm kind of glad I didn't get to watch. From what I heard, the card was actually pretty good. The main fight, however, a bit of a snooze fest. I mean, Chimaev had say what you want about the guy. Yeah, he's a boring fighter, but the guy is just he mauls people. Like it's. I mean, I'm assuming if you're like me, I would definitely consider us casual UFC fans.
I used to be a big UFC fan. I really did.
Like, I think if you're like a real technical UFC fan who knows the ins and outs of wrestling and jiu-jitsu and all that, you would probably appreciate watching a fight like that. But to the average casual fan like me and you, that's just not what we're here to watch.
No, and not to mention too, man. I mean, thank God the pay-per-views are going to end because this is literally what's killing the sport. Let me see. You know what? Let's hear what Robert Whittaker had to say, former UFC middleweight champion here, Zachary. I haven't heard this clip, but I'm kind of interested just from reading the sub-quote.
Anyone that says it's a boring fight is a casual, okay? No offense. No offense. Like, you got to take a little offense. I'm sorry. If you're a fan of the sport, okay, and you're not absolutely fascinated by the ability, like by Chimaev's ability to control someone who's as dogged and fights out of things like Dricus, who's done it time and time again, who's physically never gasses anymore, like super strong, has cardio for days, is prepared for him, has a great headspace. If you're not fascinated by like such a one-sided domination, man, then you have to be a casual because you never see this, never. This level at championship fights, this level of control, unreal. Man, we just saw someone get crucifixed for like 15 minutes. Like, how can you be a fan of the sport and not think, wow, that's crazy?
It's easy for him to say that, but if Robert Whittaker was in the same position as DDP, he'd be probably saying like, wow, he fought like a pussy.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just exactly what I just said too. I was like, if you're into all the technical bullshit and this and that, you probably thoroughly enjoyed that. That's not us. That's not the average UFC fan is not Robert Whittaker. It's guys like me and you that don't want to watch that bullshit.
No.
But hopefully UFC 320 is better.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think, in October. But they have a UFC fight night upcoming that we went over last week. That's supposed to be good. I think it's supposed to be Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva.
Yeah, so, I mean, Diego Lopez, there's going to be that'll be a stand and bang.
Walker versus Shang. This next one on August 23rd will be in China. Main card will start at 6.
Going to be on China.
Prelims start at 3. Main card starts at 6. And of course, they have a lot of Chinese fucking motherfuckers. Oh, Mikel Pereira, the guy who does all the stupid crap. You know who I'm talking about?
Chinese. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's not Chinese whatsoever. Yeah, he's he'll be fighting on the prelims. He's minus 260. Let's see. There's no Song Yadong.
How many Lees?
The co-main event is going to be how many
Lees?
Okay, 1 second. I'll let you know.
I'm gonna say 6.
Well, we have a Chinese matchup between Xiao Long versus Su Yang Yu.
Not off to a good start.
And then we have a Weston Wilson versus Yisa.
Not off to a good start.
And then we have Rungzhou versus Austin Hubbard.
Okay.
And they have
Chinese there.
A. Jung versus Mashate.
See, you're putting a bit more of a Japanese flair on it right now.
Here, I'll let you read the names then. Hold on. We'll share this tab instead. Go ahead, do your business. Could you see it well? We'll start from the bottom. You do it. This is China versus Korea.
Chao Long, Su Young Yu. Next fight we have Yisha against Weston Wilson. In the right weight we have Rangazu against Austin Hubbard. Yes. In the prelims, right weight, Mahashate fighting Gaji Young.
Oh, say this one.
Okay, welterweight we have Tariraki Naraji fighting Kiefer Crosby. Okay, enough.
Nope. You have another Chinese.
No.
You have another
I'm
Chinese.
not doing it anymore. I'm gonna get myself in trouble again.
Dude, you have 2 more Chinese men.
Oh, Sumu Darashi against Kevin Boras. And ending off the fight night main card, we have Johnny Walker fighting Zhang Mingyang.
In the co-main event,
co-main is Tu Builo, Brian Ortega against Aljamain Sterling. All right,
this is why we're gonna get canceled one day. You started. You were the one that wanted to do the whole Chinese impersonation thing. You said
I wanted to do it for a second, not for 6 minutes.
Oh, you know damn well you're happy you did for 6 minutes.
I
You're just
don't know what you talk about.
You're just you are what you are. I mean, you said something last week, and now you're just ending out your legacy.
Do we have anything else you want to go with this UFC 319, Robert?
Not right now. They didn't add anything for Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane, huh?
Hold the phone, dude. Bob just gave me a compliment.
No, he didn't. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. That's so very kind of you to say.
All right, I think that's all we got for UFC. Before we get into, honestly, dude, the thing I wrote down for the NBA isn't that important because he did come back into the game.
Okay, and he ruined it.
But this is worth talking about right here. Let's share this tab instead. And Zachary, if you haven't seen, you need to.
Can you believe what you just saw? Bobby Mack can't.
Is there anything this man can't do?
Consider the crowd.
Incredible stuff from world number one.
Well, had to go up with height here to slow the ball down this hill. Look how long it takes to turn, to pick up the speed.
Is that before we rupture your eardrums there?
I mean, that thing rolls for 3 football fields.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess I want to pose this question here.
Okay.
To you, Robbie, and to who's ever in the chat over here. Is there a better player at their sport right now than Scotty Scheffler? Is there someone more dominant at their own sport right now than Scotty Scheffler? I don't think there is.
McDavid could be in NHL.
But he's not winning, though. Like, he's
I
know it's an individual.
Yeah, but like McDavid's carrying a pretty. I mean, yeah, they have Leanne Draisaitl. You're the hockey expert, but you know damn well that if you take Connor McDavid off of that Edmonton Oilers team, they're nothing close to any sort of contending whatsoever. Not even
I know,
close.
but look at what this guy is doing to the golf world right now.
get it,
He's
like,
leaps and bounds ahead of everybody.
I think had Ohtani not be in the position that he's in, we would look at Aaron Judge and say he's far superior than most players in baseball. I mean, Judge is dominating baseball for the most part. The NBA is kind of open. The NFL, it used to be Mahomes, but he's kind of falling apart. So I would say if you could do 1A, 1B situation, I mean, I'm still taking Scotty over McDavid, but I think a lot of people would put McDavid in that equation with Scotty.
Yeah, I think that's really the only answer for me right there. I mean, another tour victory for him. I believe, is it next week? Maybe Bob can help us out with this one.
Right,
next week's event is the final. Is that the FedEx Cup?
Oh, the FedEx Cup, PGA Tour, schedules, and
This week, yeah. It's the last.
It's this week. Yep.
So how does this work now this year? Because like before, you would start off with such a big, like if you were say a guy like Scotty Scheffler that finished first, you'd start off the day at like -10 or whatever it is. Like you'd start off with an advantage. I believe this year it's not like that. I think this year it's just like out of the top 30 people that make it, whoever wins is the FedEx Cup champion.
It's match play format. Okay, so I have it. I think right here I have it.
It's match play format?
Looks like. Look at this.
I think that's what they're trying. I think that's something they want to do.
I'm actually a fan of this. Look at this. So you're going to have Corey Connors versus Colin Moore. I mean, that's interesting as hell right there. Corey Connors versus Colin Morikawa. Justin Thomas versus whoever Burns. I'm drawing a blank. Cam Young versus Matsuzama. Ludwig Aberg versus McIntyre. Patrick Cantlay, Keegan Bradley. Novak Taylor. Shane Lowry, Harris English. McNeely, Harmon. Griffin, Henley, Spawn, Rose. Damn, Justin Rose is a 4. Good for him.
He's having a great year.
Good for him, and as he's getting older.
I think he just won last week.
His match play, and when you look at the schedule over here, Zach, I mean, it makes sense. Look at this. When you look at the scheduling here, you have August 21st to 24th Tour Championship, and the next scheduled tournament is Procore Championship, September 11th and 24th. Then they have a week or two off, and then it's the Ryder Cup.
I know. Just to me, the thing that I don't understand is like the way that they're doing this format. There is zero upside to finishing in first place. Yeah, you made it to the finals, but it's like a guy who finished in 30th could win the FedEx Cup championship this year.
Okay, it also doesn't make sense here neither because when you look at the schedule here, Scotty should be facing like he's got Morikawa and Connor. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now, Robbie, what you're looking at right there is not real.
I hope it's not real.
It's not. Look at what the thing says. I think.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, well now I feel like a total retard. I feel like a retard. I got excited. I mean,
it's just regular. It's a regular tournament. It's like Tommy Fleetwood. We could be talking on Sunday. Tommy Fleetwood could get his first ever W at the fucking FedEx Cup championship and win whatever it is.
Well, guess what? This is kind of like the same situation that that NASCAR is doing with their playoff format too. It's like so it's the same position where last year Kyle Larson was the best race car driver, but Joey Logano was the champion, and now this year Scotty's been dominating, and now he's not going to be like. There's a chance he's not champion. I don't think he will be champion in this case, dude. I really don't.
I mean, winning back to back is very fucking hard. So wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, it's anyone's game that are in this top 30. So.
Ooh. 9 signature events with one of being the Travelers, baby. We're going to be a signature event.
Yeah, they're not going to make the Canadian Open one. That's for damn sure.
Well, it's because you guys can't get the assets out there, unfortunately. I think you're the week before the freaking U.S. Open, and then we're the week after.
Bullshit.
Well, maybe you should do it another time. Idiots, losers.
Go fuck yourself. But, yeah, Robbie, I guess, folks, tune in this weekend. We got the end of the PGA Tour season happening this weekend here.
That kind of sucks. You know who I don't want to win?
Patrick Cantlay.
Rory McIlroy.
He very well could.
Fucking hate Rory.
I don't know why, dude. I think they were talking about a part of my take. I think Tommy Fleetwood's going to get his first win in the Tour Championship.
No.
He's been knocking on the door.
Don't care.
I don't know what's going to happen.
He stinks.
But what do you say we transition into the last sport we got to talk about here, Robert?
Well,
Now,
the Yankees will be playing tonight.
Pardon me?
Doesn't look like the Yankees will be playing tonight. Severe weather in the area of George M. Steinbrenner Field. Unofficially, looks like it'll rain until 9 p.m. tonight.
Probably no Yankees game here. But Robbie, I'm gonna go through these notes in from chronological order here of like what I've written down, and I'm gonna say in at least this first one exactly what I wrote down. You guys see my Jays jersey up there, all right? I'm obviously a big Jays fan.
Okay.
Tommy Pham is a fat gay loser, is what I've written down on my notes here.
Good.
He's a fat gay loser.
Apparently, he's a good fighter, so I want no part of this.
Well, fuck you, Tommy Pham. You're not going to come do shit, you bitch, because you don't want to lose your MLB career. All right? But I think you're an absolute pussy. I think you bat flipped on a walk and then got upset when somebody had something to say to you about it because you fucking bat flipped a walk, you stupid idiot. Who the fuck bat flips a walk, number one? Number two, then you go and get your Twitter fingers out and start chirping on Twitter afterwards. You're a grown-ass man. I guess I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I'm on a podcast platform, so even kind of gayer if you think about it. But at the end of the day, I just think Tommy Pham's a fucking zero. And then, of course, I was excited for him to play today because we could throw a fucking fastball right off his big fat rib cage. But the Pittsburgh Pirates have kept him out of the lineup for today. So no Tommy Pham today. Maybe we'll see him get plucked tomorrow, you big dumb bitch.
Wow. There was a post-game interview with Tommy Pham, and I just want to rile you up even more if I can find it. Oh, here it is. This was Tommy Pham post-game, Zachary.
So I'll never start anything, but I'll be prepared to finish it. There's a reason why, I do all kinds of fighting in the off season because I'm prepared to fuck somebody up. So you can take it as what it is.
Okay,
that's an older one though, isn't it?
It definitely is, but I mean, he's giving you the notice. He's giving you the notice. That is an older one because I looked in the back there and I saw Brewers, but that's a notice. He will do what he has to do.
Well, maybe you should work more in your baseball game. You'll be playing for the Pirates, you pathetic loser.
Keegan Matheson. Tyler Heineman told us that he didn't say a word, and, quote, "You're probably just as confused as I am about Tommy Pham and the bench is clearing." Quote, "I don't even know who he is. No idea. Barely know who he is. It was weird, man. It was weird. It was provoked and super weird." Tommy Pham answers on social media, as you alluded to, bitching about a ball not being called a strike zone to the umpire when it's clearly below the zone in a way is disrespectful not only to the umpire, but the hitter as well. So like I said, when I flip the bat, fuck him at Keegan Matheson. Dude has 2 years in this show. I know the zone.
The guy seems like a real stand-up guy, Tommy Pham.
Oh, Gary Sheffield Jr. He quote tweeted with Tommy Pham tweet out, "There's no way this is a real tweet. Can't complain about the zone out of respect for Tommy Pham, ? Yeah, folks complained about the zone pitching to Barry Bonds. What makes you special? Get out of your emotions and into your common sense. Tommy Pham, I respect your dad, not you. Even text and talk to OG next time. Look at the pretext of the event before you comment stupidly. Now let me send this to OG so he could talk to you."
Yeah, well, I mean, I got nothing more to say about Tommy Pham, but we had to bring it up. The guy's a pathetic loser.
Now, how many teams do you think Tommy Pham's played for in his career so far?
8.
10.
Well, that's pretty close.
6 years in St. Louis, 2 in San Diego and Tampa, 1 in Cincy, Pittsburgh, Mets, White Sox, Red Sox, Diamondbacks, and Royals. There's a reason for it.
Yeah, seems like a good locker room guy.
John Schneider, when asked about tonight's incident with Tommy Pham, quote, "I'm not worried about Tommy Pham's opinion about anything."
Speaking of John Schneider, did you see what podcast he's coming on tomorrow?
Is he going on Gate 14?
The episode releases tomorrow.
Johnny's doing well. He forgot about us. He went Hollywood.
That's all right.
Good for him.
But moving on from Tommy Pham, I guess I'll keep it in the kind of the same category because we sort of referencing my Blue Jays a little bit here. Excuse me. Scary scenes if you're a Blue Jays fan. As Vladdy went for a nice stretch at first base. Seemed okay afterwards and was kind of standing up and laboring a little bit. pointed down to his hamstring and was pulled out of the game due to a hamstring injury. Got an MRI last night, and the details have come out today, and he is going to be fine. No tears or nothing like that, dealing with some hamstring inflammation. He's listed as day-to-day out of tonight's game, obviously.
It's a hell of a stretch.
The man has got some serious flexibility for being a big boy.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. I'm going to play this.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Give me what I want.
Okay, so MLB has been trying to go into a whole new marketing thing. Earlier on in the year, it sounded like it was going to be the last year of Sunday Night Baseball with ESPN. But now, from what I'm reading here, Kendall Baker, sports newsletter guy, words and emails at Yahoo Sports, previously was with ESPN and two other companies that I'm not quite familiar with, but this is what he's hearing. MLB rights are, quote, close to being done per sources. What he's hearing is Apple's out. Thank God. The Friday night games on Apple TV just made no sense.
Yeah.
Get rid of that crap. NBC/Peacock is in for Friday and Sunday exclusive games and the wild card. MLB TV. So the NFL's already gone to ESPN. It looks like MLB TV will be being sold to ESPN for a boatload of money, and Netflix will get the home run derby.
Okay, I don't mind that. The Apple TV shit pissed me the fuck off because, I mean, Apple TV, I feel like that's kind of a rare one to have.
It's scam. Apple TV is kind of correlated with all the major, like you can watch Netflix and Apple TV and all these other streaming sites on Apple TV. So to me, I'm cool with it moving off Apple TV. Fox is always going to dominate baseball, and rightfully so. I think Fox has done a great job covering baseball for years. The second that John Miller and Joe Morgan, rest in peace, left Sunday Night Baseball, they've been going through so many different crews. It hasn't fit right. Although I kind of like this crew. David Cohn, I think, is okay, and I'm kind of biased, because he calls Yankee games. I think he does a great job. Eduardo Perez sucks. Carl Ravitch is okay.
Just okay.
Okay. So, yeah, baseball probably staying ESPN. And with that being said, Zach, so, ESPN advertised 2 months ago that there's going to be drastic changes in fall of 2025. So, maybe they'll have their own sort of channels for baseball and NFL, because when you think about the ESPN, I mean, all they focus on is NFL and NBA when you look at all the mainstream shows. So maybe this is a chance for the casual, the big baseball fan, the big hockey fan to be able to watch their certain demographic of sports shows.
They're definitely monopolizing, that's for sure.
So we'll see, but that was something I felt like I needed to talk about once I saw that pop up. That is big news.
Okay, we got a couple more things to go over. I was just going to say, I'm going to go turn my oven on. I haven't even made dinner yet, but you know what? We're going to be out of here in probably 5 minutes. So.
Very soon.
All right, folks. I guess if we're going to keep it, let's go over this way here. Kyle Tucker, I mean, the big free agent, was he free agent or was he trade? Free agent, right?
Who?
Kyle Tucker?
He's due to be a free agent. Both him and Vladdy at the end of the season were supposed to be.
Well, Kyle Tucker's his contract numbers are going down by the second here, Robbie.
Do you have all his numbers or no?
I do not, to be honest with you, but he has now been given some time off to get out of the slump that he's in. So I think that's just kind of the nice way of them saying they want to go in a different direction here for a few games, see if something else can work. He's Cubs, right?
Yes, he is the Cubs.
And the Cubs right now, I mean,
they're 9 games
of their own. Yeah, 9 games back of the Brewers, who just we'll get into them in a second.
I don't have the numbers for Kyle Tucker. The numbers are bad. Let me see if I can find under Baseball is Dead. We can listen to Jay Hayes Nuggets. Baseball is dead. Oh, maybe I won't be able to load a Baseball is dead. There we go. Yeah, let me see if they have it on Baseball is Dead here, because Jay Hay loves his little nuggets that he has. But I don't think he's had a home run since June 1st. It's been this bad.
He's hitting 261. He's got 18 home runs.
Yeah, that's his numbers this year, but I think they're going to explain since July 1st, brother. Let's take a listen.
I believe tomorrow is the 1 month anniversary of the last time that Kyle Tucker hit a home run.
That's correct.
Yesterday while losing to the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 6th inning. Kyle Tucker hit a ball on the ground, and I don't even think he left the batter's box. He got booed. And I mean, like, if I'm his agent, I'm in the fucking clubhouse immediately. I'm on the phone with him immediately, being like, buddy, like, do you want that number to start with a 4 or a 5 or not? Because, like, you can't do like teams will look at this and be like, yeah, like when times get tough, do I want someone that's just going to kind of give up, especially in a contract year?
You can feel the money flying out the window as each game with no homer happened. Almost everybody in the baseball community is or was on the same level that Kyle Tucker is a better player than Vlad when they're playing. And that feels much less certain right now. I think anybody looking at Kyle Tucker and being like, this is a $500 million player right now would be absolutely fucking insane.
Now, if you remember, Zach, before the season started, I said, I'm all in on keeping Kyle Tucker, like bringing Kyle Tucker to the Yankees. Yeah. But now when I'm looking at the way Bellinger's been playing versus Kyle Tucker, I'm kind of like, I can get Cody Bellinger for a lot cheaper for the next 4 or 5 years. And if I'm trying to pay Kyle Tucker and he wants money like Vlad.
Well, he's not going to get that money now.
It's not looking good. If I was him, I would sign a 2 or 3 year deal like what Bregman did, with player options for every year at 30, 35 million and prove like player options. So you have control, because then the next year you could show them like, this is who I am. This is what you guys did. And not for nothing, it's hard as a hitter and player. It's hard to be a great hitter at Wrigley. Sammy Sosa made it look so easy. The dimensions to that stadium are so insane, dude. It's like right center field is like 360 for a home run. And then down right field line, it's like 370 with the gap of the wall. Like it is hard.
You got to really belt one there.
Yeah. So, and it's the Windy City. So, I mean, when you look at Bellinger's numbers, I mean, he's already surpassed last year's home run total because he went from Wrigley, the Windy City, to Yankee Stadium in the short porch.
Yeah, to that minor league ballpark there.
Your ballpark is kind of minor league too with the new dimensions.
It's not as small as yours.
I don't know about that. I think you're smaller in a lot of dimensions than us.
Why don't you shut up over there, right?
You're a slob.
Well, Robbie, let's see what happens with Mr. Kyle Tucker. But we did reference somebody referenced the Brewers there. It might have been me, might have been you, but Brewers 12 wins in a row. They get their first loss in what seems like forever against the Reds. I believe it took extra innings for that to happen as well. I mean, the Brewers, what was it, 2 months ago, were trailing the Cubs. And it's just, I'm pretty sure they were trailing the Cubs a couple months ago anyways. If not, it's a lot closer than what it is now.
Cubs won today 6-4 against Milwaukee. So now Milwaukee's lost 2 in a row.
No, I know they beat the Reds. I'm saying they were trailing the Cubs like in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
But the Brewers now have a 9-game lead, probably. I mean, they don't lose.
Plouffe, let me know if that's better, brother.
And then finally, Rob Manfred discussing realigning the divisions.
Yeah, that one I don't know. That one.
How would you even realign them? Like, what would you? To me, if you're realigning, I'm hearing that there's an expansion coming.
Zach, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you unplug your microphone and plug it back in? Technical difficulties here in the Sports Cave. Hopefully that's better. No, can't hear you yet, buddy.
It's because I just muted myself.
No, you're good. Hopefully your mic's better because I can hear you pretty good. Or Plouffe says he can't hear you well, so I just want to double check. But I turned up your volume. We're good. Yeah. So essentially, what that would mean, Zach, is right now the MLB is looking to expand. They're looking to go into 2 more cities, and those cities would probably be like Nashville and Portland or something. Who knows? And essentially, what they would do, like the idea is to have maybe the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Mets in the same division. And then you'll have like the Braves, the Rays, the Marlins, and someone else in that. Like they're trying to keep it all regionalized, because when you look at like the AL West, you have 2 teams in Texas, you have the Astros and the Rangers, you have the Angels in California, and then Seattle's a shit ton away from the rest of them.
Yeah.
And initially, the Astros, before they were moved to the AL West, they were in the NL Central. There were 6 teams in the Central, and then they moved them to the AL West. I get where Manfred's trying to go with this. I get that he's trying to try to keep he's trying to accommodate the East Coast, because you're a Blue Jays fan. I'm a Yankees fan. Mets and Red Sox fans have to deal with the same thing as what we have to do. When they go on the West Coast, it's 10 o'clock games and we're not watching. We're sleeping. We have work the next day.
Yeah, those games are a little bit late for me there, Robert.
Jesus, you freaking... Okay, I don't think I gotta talk so close to your microphone. I think it might just be on Ploufset. Jesus Christ.
I just want to make sure that people can hear me, Robert.
Very good. Thank you. I turned down your volume a little bit because you ruptured my eardrums. Actually, you know what? I can handle that. I can handle that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that people can hear me, Robert.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm being heard, according to Bobby Boy. Well, I mean, Robbie, I guess we'll have to wait and see if the expansion does happen, if the realigning does happen. But I think for now, Robbie, I'm fucking hungry.
Oh, one last thing before we move on. Shout out to Fairfield, Connecticut. Fairfield, Connecticut Little League. The kids are, if they win tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Zachary, they will be heading for the championship for the United States in the Little League World Series. And if they win that out, they could face off against whatever international team become Little League champions of the world. So shout out to Fairfield. Go do your best. And I think the last team in Connecticut to win the Little League World Series was Trumbull, Connecticut, way back in the day. So shout out to those kids out in Fairfield. Go kick some ass.
Go fucking get them, boys.
And with that being said, Zachary, I know you're starving. You have a podcast to edit. Those are your duties now, bitch. And with that being said, okay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Zachary, take us on out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a hell of a Tuesday episode, and I will not keep you guys any longer. We will see you guys all next Tuesday, and stay sexy sports game. And fuck you, Bob.